They called the cops on me for being on my own houseboat, but I turned the tables. Not only did I keep my boat, I bought the entire marina, and the HOA couldn't stop me. It all started on a sunny afternoon when Karen and the HOA decided to escalate their petty control. My houseboat, docked legally, became their target. They called the police, claiming I was violating community boating rules. The audacity. I stayed calm. I knew the law was on my side. My houseboat was registered, inspected, and docked legally. But rather than confront them with anger, I started researching the marina's ownership records. That's when I discovered the opportunity of a lifetime. The HOA didn't fully own the marina. I could acquire controlling interest. Over the next months, I quietly negotiated and purchased the majority share of the marina. By the time Karen and the board realized it, the entire property, docks, slips, and the waters themselves were mine. Their calls, fines, and threats now meant nothing. I had literally become their landlord. The next HOA meeting was unforgettable. Karen strutted in, ready to lecture me about rules and authority. I calmly presented my ownership papers. The room went silent. Faces that had been arrogant for years now showed disbelief and panic. Karen sputtered, trying to assert her power, but she had no leverage left. Neighbors, many of whom had quietly resented HOA bullying, cheered quietly at my victory. I implemented new rules for the marina: fair, transparent, and enforceable. Karen and her board were left powerless, unable to intimidate, threaten, or control anyone. By the end of the day, my houseboat was safe, my marina secure, and Karen's influence effectively erased. The lesson was clear: patience, strategic planning, and understanding your rights can turn the tables on even the most arrogant HOA power trips. Standing on my houseboat that evening, looking over the docks I now controlled, I felt a quiet triumph. What had started as harassment became a story of domination, strategy, and vindication. Karen had underestimated me, and I had converted her power play into my empire.